Erik ten Hag's got his targets, he knows what he wants.
People will work tirelessly to stand these stories up.
Mason Mount's the one at the moment that they're in talks over.
How on earth, especially being a journalist, do you decipher between the right sources, seeing all the hype that's all around social media?
Well, it's easy for me because I don't have to report on it very much, to be honest. Laurie's your man for that because he is the one who has his finger on the pulse and he's digging behind it. It's very difficult though. I mean, you know, there is so many different versions of even the truth, depending on what perspective of deals that you're on, in terms of what clubs think, what agents think, and you know, as a journalist, it's your job to try and work out what is the actual truth and you know what you can report accurately. I mean, people will work tirelessly to stand these stories up to make sure that they are absolutely bang on, and especially with United's situation at the moment, it's very difficult to do that because you've got a takeover bubbling away in the background as well, a potential takeover I should say. And one thing's for certain, they are looking at it, but the finances are tight this year. I mean, Laurie, how do you work out what's true, what's not true, what's someone using you, what's someone not using you?
Yeah, that's a good point actually. You try and speak to people directly, so obviously there's stuff on social media, other journalists report certain things, that's usually, you know, you get an indication as to the way the wind is blowing a little bit, but yeah, you've got to try and find out who's doing the deal, go direct to them, and if you've got that relationship over many years, then you can trust what they're saying. Because as Ian says, even sometimes, you know, you have agents that will read stuff in the papers and they're like, have I missed the boat here? Have I not quite got my handle on this particular transfer? So it's really interesting to try and pick your way through that. We've got a really good staff at The Athletic anyway, because you've got people that can check out things from different clubs and you can kind of work collaboratively, so that's the real huge benefit. But yeah, I mean, United, they're obviously in the market for players. Mason Mount's the one at the moment that they're in talks over, and I do think the takeover is away in the background, and that I do think is a factor in this. We keep being told that it's not, that it's business as usual, but I do think to actually spend a lot of money, the takeover needs to have some clarity. Yeah, and Erik ten Hag's got his targets. He knows what he wants. He wants to improve the team, and he's been very energised, I think, behind the scenes as to ways that he can move the team on. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's getting on towards July now, so the clock is ticking.